Hi everyone, Jennifer from The Profitable Agent joining you for our first live of 2026. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday break and a happy new year. So our topic today is why most realtors will repeat the same money problems in 2026, even with new goals. January feels like a reset, but most realtors will repeat the exact same money stress this year, even with brand new goals. And it's not because they aren't working hard enough. Lord knows you all work very, very hard. I work with so many amazing realtors. I know you guys work like crazy. So every January, I see the same thing. New goals, new energy, new plans. We're awesome. It's fantastic. But by March, same stress, same cash flow issues, same tax panic, same, I make good money, but I don't know where it's going and I don't feel like I have enough feeling, right? I know a lot of realtors that get in this habit, and we're here to help you reframe that real issue today. So here's the hard truth most people don't want to hear. New goals don't fix money habits. If your financial systems didn't work last year, January is not the magic fix, okay? So 3 reasons why realtors repeat the same money problems. Well, reason number 1, they confuse income with progress. Let that sink in. They confuse income with progress. What does that mean? Oftentimes realtors think more deals equals more money, equals more peace, equals all they need is one more deal to pay off their CRA, to pay off their, their credit card debt, et cetera, et cetera. If money isn't being directed intentionally, it disappears. Let me repeat that. If money isn't being directed intentionally, it disappears. Okay? Reason number 2 is they rely on motivation instead of systems. Motivations fade. We all know, we've all done that. We've all signed up for a gym membership in January. And again, by March, the majority of us don't go to that gym anymore. Motivation fades, but systems stay. As someone who has worked really hard in their business to implement multiple systems so that my staff can do the majority of the work, I don't have to do that. I can just focus on doing these amazing things that I love to do with you guys, which is, presentations and so on. If I didn't have those systems in place, I would not be able to do what I do, nor would I have the money to intentionally grow my business, pay my taxes, pay myself, etc. Again, motivation fades, systems stay. If you're trying to be better with money, you'll default under pressure. You'll continue to rob Peter from Peter to pay Paul and stay in that vicious hamster wheel or that vicious cycle of one more deal, one more deal, one more deal. Reason number 3, you avoid looking at your real numbers. Avoidance feels safer. Until tax time, you'd rather bury your head in the sand as long as you can. Clarity is uncomfortable, but it's also freeing. Okay, let me say that again. Clarity is uncomfortable, but it's also freeing. That's what we love to do here at The Profitable Agent, is help you get clarity and help you work through those uncomfortable feelings so that you can finally work through this and be able to have money to pay yourself and pay your taxes. You don't have to worry about robbing your business of all its profits in order to, claim a loss on your taxes. When you have the money set aside, you don't mind paying CRA. So I'm going to share with you a story about a client of mine that I have worked with. This is someone who has been on the bus benches and the buses and, has the billboards and so on and so forth. This person came to me a couple years ago, stressed out, had money in the bank, but felt like even though they had money in the bank, they didn't know where their money was going, and they kept thinking that they needed more deals. They had to support their team. They had to support their staff. And it wasn't until we implemented Profit First and helped this person and their team understand where their actual money went, that they finally got clarity around it. No longer did they have to worry about chasing another deal. What we did was we worked with them over the course of a year to help them implement Profit First, to help them organize and strategize, and really help them meet their financial goals through the business. you know, when we started, it was very uncomfortable, and like a lot of people I work with, it's embarrassing. It can be overwhelming. Nobody teaches us, or at least the majority of us, don't get taught how to be intentional with our money. A lot of us, if you're like me, you know, you grew up in a household where you didn't really talk about money. And so it can be very freeing to be able to understand where the money goes. And please know there is no judgment from us. We've seen all kinds of crazy things. So we promise, no matter how bad you think your situation is, we've seen it probably 20 times worse. I challenge you today to come to us, let us know what's going on with your business and how we can help you. DM us in the comments below and say change if you're interested in making 2026 a year of change for yourself. So again, this one realtor we worked with over the course of a year started off in overwhelm, started off not knowing where their money was going, even though they had money in the bank. We were able to implement Profit First over the course of the year, so they understood where their money went. They were able to hire additional agents on their team. The owner was able to purchase a rental property, thankfully, because we were able to be intentional with his money, and we helped him get out of his credit card debt as well. And so with intention, your money can go a lot further than where it's going right now. I promise you that. Nothing changes until the system changes, okay? So that was a big thing that we did with this agent, was helping them put a system in place for their money so that they finally knew where all of their hard-earned money was going. A different year doesn't start with bigger goals. It starts with better money decisions made automatically. You don't need to sacrifice your lifestyle. You need a system that lets you enjoy it without guilt or panic. If you don't want to repeat last year's money stress, again, DM me change in the comments. I'll help you map out a simple money strategy for 2026 that actually sticks. And don't forget, guys, we have lots and lots of free resources on our website, theprofitableagent.ca. If you're ever interested in running your own numbers, understanding where your money is going, we have video walkthroughs, we've got downloads there. Theprofitableagent.ca is where you'll find all of that information. Thank you guys so much for joining us today on our first live of 2026. We wish you a profitable 2026. Again, DM us change if you're interested in changing up 2026 to end on a profitable note. Thank you all for being here. We'll see you soon.